Hey everyone, John Henry here from School of Trade. Today we're going to be taking a look at a flag pattern short here on crude oil. Let me get my stop in place here, buy a stop above the highs. And then the final target's going to come down here, 49.67. Again, I'm never really a big fan of putting it right on the level, so we'll go to 60. Let's just do 69. That should be fine. So overall to the downside here, we're setting up practically an absolutely picture-perfect wave pattern. Flag pattern to the downside. You can see that happening from just a mile away. You've got this nice little spike down, flags out right back into the EMA, and then it just drops right back down again. So we're entered short. The conservative entry right here versus the aggressive entry on just a close outside is pretty close. 27 versus 25. So at that point, I'm much happier just waiting for the conservative entry just to be safe. So we're short at 25, 2 contracts, and the reason it's only 2, I would like to have more obviously, but our risk is 25 ticks per contract. So I don't want to really risk a whole lot more than I need to on this one. Overall, the first target's coming off at 50.08, and that's going to give us 17 ticks on the first target. Second one's going to come off down at the lows, and if we can get that one hit, that'll be 56. So we're looking at a relatively nice trade if we can get them all filled, 73 ticks. But we really need to start seeing this move down. It's kind of early. It's only 7:40, but that being said, we have been seeing quite a bit of volume so far this morning on crude oil. It's been just a beautiful morning so far. Nothing to expect us to do anything different. This flag actually looks really nice, just in the sense that we kind of faked out the highs here, and then push down to the lows, and this is after the lows have already kind of, faked out before. So we've kind of had a double fake into a new low, and I really like that. This is kind of setting up, and you can see the aggressiveness from the sellers. It's kind of setting up so that it's looking even more kind of pristine in terms of a flag. It's very hard to get a flag that looks that good. So we're sitting in the trade. It'll be a little while. It is still pretty early. Hopefully, we won't be in until the open. But we've got plenty of time. So target down at 50.08 is the first objective. Once we get that one hit, stop, go to break even. And we're looking at the final one at 49.69. So we'll be back in a little bit, see if we can start hitting some of those targets. All right, we're coming. Perfect. Okay. We got that first target at 50.08 filled. I was going to say we were coming into a double bottom. We were having a little bit of difficulty there. You can see that doji form there. I tightened my stop up because of it, but we ended up breaking through it. So no problem there. Let's get the stop to break even here. And we can actually, well, that candle's not closed yet. Let's just go to break even for right now. That'll get us ahead of this small little inside bar here, and then just look into the downside. So I got the first 2 targets filled, first target filled, one off at 17 there. So we got $170 locked in. Now we're looking for the bigger move down to get that full extension down to 49.69. That one may take a little while. This move actually happened pretty quick. It happened a little bit faster than I thought it would. We've only been in it for about 10 minutes, so not too bad in terms of time frame on this one. But we'll sit in it. We'll see if we can get another push down here. We are seeing quite an aggressive move, and you could actually probably say there's a new channel forming here, and that new channel adds even more strength. So we're kind of continuing to look to the downside. The only thing that makes me a little bit concerned is we may run into these channel lows down here and get a little bit held up, but it is a downtrend, so it's not a surprise to see a bounce off the lows. It's a surprise to see they completely reverse off the lows. So we'll be back in a little bit, see if we can get it pushed down, maybe kind of grind this low down here and get that target filled at 49.69. All right, we're continuing to see breakdown volume here coming in. Now, where our target is down at 69, I don't really want to give any of this move back. So I'm going to lock my stop in a little bit more aggressively, just for the simple fact that we're coming in and testing that channel low. There we go. Perfect. So we got that target filled. Target filled down to 56 ticks. Beautiful little move down. You can see I wouldn't have blamed anybody, and that's why we brought it up. I wouldn't have blamed anybody for taking some profit right at those channel lows, simply because it's probably going to bounce there. You're not anticipating it to bounce and then completely reverse for the day, but it may force you to kind of wait through a little while before you actually get that final target. So if you had multiple contracts, definitely taking a target off of there, and it was a nice, easy trade. Kind of bounced around for a little bit, came back and gave this little kind of trap high, one tick above it, and then just turned right back around. Beautiful reversal down. That's probably why you're seeing this pick up so much. But outside of that, gorgeous trade, 73 ticks, $730, 2 contracts, not too big in terms of size. If you have any questions about it, feel free to send an email to School of Trade. Don't forget to check out our trial at schooloftrade.com, and as always, we'll catch you next time.